Dissidia Duodecim is one of my favorite PSP games. And when they announced Dissidia Arcade, I was hoping they would bring it to home consoles. And they did, in the form of Dissidia NT for the PlayStation 4. But how many changes were made to the formula when Tecmo Koei was developing the third entry in this Final Fantasy spin-off franchise? Taking a somewhat unique approach to telling its story, Dissidia NT has you earn memoir cores to progress its narrative. You start with a handful of them, which unlock a couple of cutscenes, and that's it. In order to get more memoirs, you simply start playing in either offline battles or online battles. Cosmos and Chaos are no more, their powers reborn in the form of the gentle goddess Materia and the aggressive god Spiritus, each new to their existence and believe that they are the only true god of their world. Their world feeds on an energy generated by battle. Materia wishes to find another way to produce the energy, so the world can prosper without conflict, while Spiritus believes the world will only prosper through battle. Story progression is shown on a grid of interconnected nodes, each following a different group of heroes as they journey to defeat Spiritus. Plenty of cutscenes and a few battles sprinkled in piece together a story that isn't original, but is fun to watch unfold. Heroes and villains from all 15 core entries in the Final Fantasy series are present, and even some from spin-offs. From Garland to Exdeath, Terra Branford to Y'shtola, even Ace from Type 0 and Ramza from Tactics are here, making for an excellent and diverse cast of characters to choose from. Selecting offline mode offers you a sparring and gauntlet option. Sparring is a practice mode, while gauntlet offers a few sub-modes with 6 battles each. The standard has you build a team of 3 and fight against 6 random groups of AI opponents of varying difficulties, distinguished as Silver, Gold, Platinum, Mithril, Diamond, and Adamant. Gauntlet also offers story trials, where your party is determined by the characters present in story battles. How well and diverse you perform grants you points, while the difficulty acts as a multiplier. If you defeat all 6 groups, you are granted experience and bonus rewards, depending on your score. As you level up, you will be given specific unlocks for the character, as well as memoirs for story progression. Online mode offers both ranked and unranked brackets, with 1-on-1 and 3-on-3 options for your bouts. Now, since this is a fighting game, let's talk about the fighting. For starters, it feels pretty good. Really good even. Large weapons have nice weight behind them, while magic and small arms feel light and airy, though all of them pack a punch, generally launching your foe off into the distance or into environmental obstacles or walls after finishing your attack chain. The smack made when they hit a wall is quite satisfying. For those unfamiliar with Dissidia, it plays primarily like a hack and slash game, with attacks split into 2 types, Bravery and HP. Bravery attacks take bravery points from the enemy until they reach 0 and break, at which time the points will slowly reset to 1000. When you make contact with an HP attack, your bravery points are spent as damage to your opponent's health bar. Your bravery will slowly reset after this as well. You can guard from bravery attacks while stationary with the L1 button, and dodge by tapping a direction while guarding. You can also dash in any direction to close in or gain distance and even flank the opponent. Summon cores will appear randomly in each battle. The more damage you do to these, the more you'll fill up your summon gauge. Once this gauge is full, you will be able to call the summon you selected at the beginning of each match to aid you, each with active attacks and passive buffs, giving you an edge against your opponents. Combat has been altered from the PSP titles slightly. The previous games gave each character multiple HP and bravery attacks that could be assigned to command slots and allowed you to adjust each character to fit your playstyle. However, this entry restricts the number of HP attacks on most characters to only 1, and all bravery attacks are now preset and no longer customizable, making the experience less personalized, though this does streamline the gameplay a bit, making it feel more like a traditional fighting game. With the removal of some customization came the addition of a new feature in the form of EX skills. These provide various boosts, ranging from decreasing your attack charge time and HP regeneration, to defensive boosts and enemy status ailments like Blind, Stop, and Silence. Each character has one unique preset EX skill, adapted from a mechanic present in their respective game, as well as 2 command slots for shared unlockable ones. Character-specific unlocks will give you a few customization options. You will gain new HP attacks and EX moves that can be switched out, character phrases mapped to the D-pad, and, wait for it, loot boxes! Now I know what you're thinking, and after the EA Star Wars fiasco, I can't blame you. But this is loot boxes done right. In Dissidia NT, the loot boxes are called treasures, and each one gives you 3 items, which can include pictures of various characters for your in-game profile, battle music for customizable playlists, and character and weapon skins to help you stand out from the other players. Most of these can be bought with in-game currency you'll accumulate from battles at the shop for a reasonable fee. All of which are superficial, nothing that will give you an advantage over other players, and nothing that will cost you actual money. The option just isn't there. You are simply being rewarded for playing the game. Speaking of unlocks and character skins, I'm surprised there aren't more alternate costumes for some of the characters. Like, why no shirtless Sephiroth or Crisis Core Cloud? Why no Seed Cadet or Kingdom Hearts skin for Squall? Hell, Cloud's Kingdom Hearts 1 costume was in Duodecim. Why isn't it here? Opting for palette swaps over new skins in a fighting game feels a little lazy to me, especially when the average is only about 5 combined per character. And the removal of costumes present in previous games is somewhat insulting to returning players. There were a number of changes I wasn't fond of. However, when looking at the developer's goal of adapting it to arcades, many of them make sense. And it still feels good to play. I'd have to suggest you buy it. Like its predecessors, Dissidia NT is a fun celebration of the entire Final Fantasy franchise. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like button and comment down below. And why not check out this other video I made? You just might like it too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our latest videos.